It's the kind of high
It's an easy and quick way to get money.
that triggers a depressing low.
I would find myself getting sick at the toilet. It was just because I knew the game was going off in like 5 minutes.
For nearly 2 decades, nothing could keep Michael Osborne from the thing he loved most: a good game with a winning wager.
I bet on football, I bet on hockey, basketball, pro and college sports.
Osborne says his compulsive gambling started at the age of 15 when he met a local bookie. 5 years later, he was taking other people's bets.
I had 6 TVs in my living room and 3 satellite dishes on my roof. It was like a mini ESPN zone. And I would have 50 people over to watch these games, people that would be betting through me as well.
His penchant for sports betting spiraled out of control when Osborne became a real estate agent and started stealing money from his clients' escrow accounts.
In an addiction where your drug of choice is money, I set myself up very well to have unlimited access to it. Unfortunately, it just wasn't always my money.
Charged with theft by scheme, Osborne spent 17 months in jail, shortly after he tried to commit suicide by stepping in front of a train.
I had a whole conversation in my head that if I did this, I was going to go to hell and all this stuff. But I even conversated back that that's okay because hell will be better than what I'm living today.
With the help of his wife, Osborne sought treatment at Harbor Point, a residential facility dedicated to treating compulsive gamblers. He kicked the habit and, in an ironic twist of fate,
Any messages?
became executive director of the center, sharing his life story with other addicts.
I can tell that gambler, you know what, I know where you've been, I know where you're at, and if you give me 10 more minutes, I can tell you where you're going.
He worries slots will only worsen the problem.
Everyone's so gung-ho of let's just get the slots here and then we'll fix everything else. Well, it's proven in other areas it doesn't work like that. You need to be prepared for what you're bringing in.
Gambling free for 5 years, Osborne is sometimes tempted to place a bet, but he hasn't. His sole focus now is to help those still struggling with this debilitating disease.
Try to educate the public to get rid of the stigma of public ignorance that it's just harmless fun. You're right, for 93% of the country it is, but for 7%, it's a living hell.